what's up? Like, totally time for 90210.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the 90210 show. My name is Mark. With me as always is my girlfriend Carol. How you doing, Carol?
Hey, what's up?
Much. It's January
Why are you
25th.
laughing? Why are you laughing?
Not much. It's January 25th, 1996. And I'm laughing because of how I'm doing the intro and you're just dead-eye staring at the wall. Like, you're not looking at me. You're not making it. You're just glassy-eyed, not blinking, just staring at the wall. I don't know what you were thinking about or what was going on in your brain.
I was thinking about the day, the week, and the date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
January 25th, 1996.
It's a great day.
It is a great day. Oh, my goodness. So, we watched an episode of 90210,
yes, we did.
and we decided that we were going to talk about it this week.
Like, you know, very different from all the other weeks.
That's right.
When we just keep it to ourselves.
Sometimes. Remember when that blonde kid shot himself? We kept it to ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. So this week, the girls are going...
Girls.
Yeah.
Like Mrs. Garrett.
Sure.
Facts of life.
Okay.
All right.
They're going on a spa weekend, a mother-daughter spa weekend. Donna's mom is weird and isn't coming even though she already paid for it. Now, they say she's sick.
Donna's mom they don't have the money to pay for an actress to be Donna's mom.
Like, they've had her in an episode before, though, so, like, just have her back. Why?
Maybe Aaron Spelling's like, no one can depict Donna's parents on screen.
But they already did.
I don't remember that.
It was the episode when, like, all the parents gathered at the Walsh's house to talk about sex education.
Oh, that's right. And
Yeah.
Donna's mom was all against it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I was going to say they just haven't cast her, but they have. I don't know why they never bring her back.
I don't know.
But, yeah, so...
Maybe that actress insulted somebody.
Maybe. So Donna was, like, going to just not go, but instead they convinced a mom stand-in, Andrea.
Right.
It's so fucked up.
What was with the camera work during this scene, by the way?
Which one?
All of a sudden, when they're talking to Andrea, all of a sudden the cinematographer or whatever decided we're going to go guerrilla with this. I want to make this look like a home movie or something like that. Because all of a sudden, instead of a normal, like, 3-camera setup or anything, this guy's got a handheld.
Yeah.
And he's right in Andrea's face, and then it's quickly panning up to Brenda and Kelly. It was weird.
Was David filming?
No.
Then I don't know. Because that's usually what it looks like when David's filming.
Yeah, and that's what it was like.
But David was definitely not there.
No, he wasn't there.
It's very weird.
And what would he be filming it for?
I don't know. What does he film anything for? He films all the
yearbook,
time.
usually.
Okay,
But
so...
this wouldn't go in the yearbook.
Sure.
Hey, everybody, remember the time that my girlfriend and her friends planned a vacation?
Yeah, he doesn't have time for anything right now because he's trying to graduate with them anyway.
Yeah.
It's so funny that they're doing that bullshit, like, just to get him into college at the same time. He hasn't even applied anywhere.
Nope.
But he's magically going to be in college with them next year.
Yeah, that's the magic of having rich parents.
So, yeah, so they have...
So, yeah, so?
Correct. That is absolutely correct. Yeah, so yeah. Brenda's mom, Cindy, and Kelly's mom...
Jeanette.
No.
Jeannie.
Stop. They say her name so many times.
I don't know.
Shit.
Linda? It's definitely not shit.
What? Erin's her baby sister. Jackie. Jackie is her mom.
Jackie Joyner Kersey.
No, but Jackie is her mother.
Okay.
So we have Brenda, Cindy, Kelly, Jackie,
Sure.
Donna, and Andrea.
Yes.
Yes.
You got them all.
I do. And Andrea... What?
What a most useless accomplishment. The ability to name all the women that.
Hey, I didn't take notes or anything.
In the episode, midlife, now what?
Yeah.
So continue.
Andrea is acting like her, normal stupid self, and she's like all hyped up and anxious.
She's a type A personality.
Ugh. She makes me want to vomit.
She's got to be in control of everything, and she's very hyper.
Ugh. Yeah, she gets a hold
We're
of...
supposed to be outside.
What?
At one point she says we're supposed to be inside or something like that. They're working out, and everyone's like, relax, Andrea.
Yeah, that's like the mantra for the weekend is just relax, Andrea.
Relax. Don't do it, Andrea.
Because she, wants to do everything, but she can't.
She wants to do yoga.
Things overlap. Yeah, she was so sad about the yoga. She's like, it's 2 hours.
Yoga.
What yoga class is 2 hours, though? That's a little fucked up. That's too long. 1 hour at max.
I don't know. I've never done yoga.
I've done yoga. I almost said I done yoga.
I've done yoga. I've done teach yoga.
Yeah.
You've done yoga?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. My mom got one of those videos, and I tried it, and
yoga
it was cool.
Video?
Yeah. I have a belly dancing video. I don't have a yoga video, but I did try it.
Do you eat yogurt when you do yoga?
No.
All right.
No, it's all about stretching and being calm and breathing, and yeah, it's good for you, I guess.
Isn't there a religious aspect to it or something?
There is,
You're supposed
but
to open your anus to Vishnu or something like that.
Oh, that's just no. Maybe you're opening your chakras or something. I don't know.
What? Your what?
Chakras.
What's a chakra?
I don't know.
Is it like Chaka Khan?
It's some kind of new agey
Chaka
stuff,
Khan.
okay?
Chaka
I don't
Khan.
know. Anyway.
All right.
The girls get massages, they get mud baths, they get seaweed wraps, they get all the stuff.
They get greeted by a Coke dealer.
Yeah, in the lobby, Jackie runs into an old friend, and Kelly looks like she wants to murder her. Mm-hmm. And we find out she was her Coke dealer in the past. So Kelly is worried all the time that her mom's going to go do Coke with Babette.
It helps to identify her that one of her nostrils is 10 times the size of the other one.
Right? Yeah, so then their masseuse talks a lot.
Yeah, she does.
Have you ever had a massage?
Yes.
Do they talk a lot when they massage you?
No.
Wouldn't that ruin the experience?
I wouldn't like it.
What the hell? This lady needs to get fired.
Well, for some reason, Brenda and Kelly go into the same massage. They're in the room together, next to each other. Yeah,
which is, like you said, it's like a couple's massage. And it's weird because it's a mother-daughter weekend. They should be with their moms, not each other.
That's true. And then the other masseuse in the room puts headphones on once the other one starts talking.
Right?
This is a common problem.
That was funny. So yeah, she just talks the entire time about her friend who is sleeping with a married guy.
Yeah. She's like, my friend just loves fucking married guys. It's one of her favorite things in the world.
So later, what was going on? Kelly stayed back. Kelly stayed back for a reason. What was the reason?
I don't remember why exactly she stayed back, but the one woman said, "Oh, we'll be sure to work on your problem areas, Kelly."
Yeah.
And I think that's what she was being self-conscious about that or something.
Yeah, she asked Brenda, "Do I have problem areas?" And she's all staring in the mirror. No, Jeannie Garth, you don't. Okay? You're fucking gorgeous. Shut up. That just made me upset.
Okay.
Don't you agree?
What?
That she doesn't have problem areas?
I guess, yeah.
And I want to know what that bitch meant.
I don't know.
They're going into a massage.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to work on you. So did she mean problem muscles?
Right?
You look tense ever since I told you have problem areas.
I mean, it'd be one thing if they were going in for a cellulite treatment or a facial or just about anything else. Mm. I don't know. But she gets all paranoid about it.
Yeah.
And when they're going to get facials, she wants to...
Sorry.
What?
It just always makes me laugh when I hear that phrase.
Facial?
Yeah.
Why?
No reason.
Tell me.
Don't worry about it.
I want to know.
It's a sexual thing.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm not going to explain it.
Ew. What is wrong with you?
Well, that's what they call it.
Who's they?
I don't know. The industry?
The stupid bastards in the locker room?
The pornographic industry.
Uh-huh. Gross.
You've never seen a pornographic film, huh?
Never.
Okay.
Brenda goes to get a facial, and her face is all wrapped up like it would matter. First of all, like if her face wasn't all wrapped up, like this lady wouldn't have said the stuff. Yeah, she doesn't know.
Right.
But this
Brenda does have that tattoo on her forehead that says, "I know Mel Silver."
Right. But she's talking to somebody about her friend who is fucking a married guy, Mel Silver, you know, the oral surgeon from Beverly Hills.
From Beverly Hills. Everyone knows him.
Right. So fucked up.
Have you heard of him? She says that. She says to this random lady at a spa weekend, "Have you heard of him?"
Yeah.
The famous oral surgeon from Beverly Hills.
Well, if you remember...
I couldn't name one oral surgeon.
Neither could I, and I had an oral surgeon not that long ago.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know my own name.
Okay, Jackie, though, knew him. She knew of him. That's Mel Silver. Like, she knew when she met him.
I don't... Does he... Like, did Michael Jackson fall down on stage one time and crack his tooth, and Mel Silver just came running out of the wings?
Right?
I, Mel Silver, have got this.
So weird.
And then the concert could go on, and everyone knew his name from that point on.
Well, I mean, I guess he mostly works with celebrities or whatever, but...
I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. Anyways.
He's a fucking cheater, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. So Brenda knows now that he's
Maybe
sleeping.
that's how everyone knows him. He slept with every woman in America.
Right.
So every woman knows him, and every guy that was dating a woman knows him, too.
Right. Now, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you think
questions.
Brenda should have even told Kelly?
Oh, that's so tough. I don't think anyone should have talked about this until they were leaving the weekend.
Agreed. Like,
let the rest of them enjoy their spa weekend, and then on the drive home, you can have this conversation.
Right.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I mean, it was just stupid, but Brenda does. She tells Kelly, and then Kelly thinks, hey, Mom's here with her old Coke dealer.
Right.
Let me tell her now about her husband cheating on her, because, you know, that makes lots of fucking sense.
What the worst time to tell her?
Yeah.
It's like she wanted to test her.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And when she does finally decide to go tell her, she's having drinks with Cindy and Babette.
Babette's.
Now, Babette had been up to see them earlier and brought a fruit basket or whatever and made the arrangement. Now, at that time, Jackie told her, I'm totally clean. Yet, apparently she was drinking white wine with them.
Yeah.
What the fuck's that about? I don't like that.
I don't know.
You're not clean, Jackie. You're unclean.
Oh, shit.
Well, I'm sorry.
Your spirit needs cleansing.
If she is an addict in recovery, she should not be drinking alcohol.
I guess. Was alcohol her addiction?
Doesn't matter.
Sure it does.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it absolutely does. Have you ever been to one of those NA meetings or something like that?
Yeah.
What do you see outside?
A bunch of people smoking cigarettes.
Exactly.
Yeah. So?
They can't smoke cigarettes. So if that's clean, though? That's not an addiction? They can smoke cigarettes and that's cool?
It's not a mood-altering substance. It's not a mind and mood-altering substance.
Oh, come on. You don't get in a better mood whenever you have a cigarette.
Not the same. So, yeah. No, I'm sorry, but at AA meetings, I've been told that they're kind of more like judgy and exclusive, and it's like you can only go to AA if the only drug you abuse is alcohol. But at NA meetings, like I got to sit in on one, and they were saying, you know, alcohol is a drug. It's part of their mantra. They don't drink because they consider it a drug.
And that's North America, huh?
What do you mean?
NA.
Narcotics Anonymous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought their rival was SA. Or CSA. Confederate States of America.
You are so weird.
Yep.
So, anyways, I was concerned that she was relapsing right then at that point. But apparently, according to the writers of this show, her being able to have a little bit of white wine and be okay means that,
she's fine.
Right. That's a good thing.
Yep.
So,
how many of these writers casually did cocaine at parties in the 80s and now have a drink every now and then and think it's okay?
But they're not in recovery.
I'm just saying, there's probably a lot of...
Probably.
I don't know the writers of this show, so I don't know them personally.
But
Despite
Kelly,
our deep, intimate connection with 90210.
right? Well, if we follow the money to Orange County, we'll make it there eventually.
Exactly.
Yeah. But Kelly, anyway, tells her mother, even though it's a fucking stupid idea.
Mm-hmm.
And then Babette comes up and finds her later crying and's like, "Hey, I know what'll pick you up." Like a bad after-school special.
It's like, do you think Babette just wants someone to do cocaine with, or do you think Babette's trying to make some money?
Both.
Okay.
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know why people do this, either in after-school specials or in bad teen sitcoms.
You mean like pressure people?
Yeah, try to get people to do drugs with them. I don't know is there something about drugs that make people want to pressure other people into doing drugs with them?
I don't know. Maybe it's lonely.
I've never felt the need to pressure anybody into doing drugs. So.
I've been pressured though.
I don't know if I've ever been pressured either, honestly.
I've
been offered.
Yeah. I literally was held down.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a completely different problem.
Well, it was my friend's bachelorette party, and she was like, "Drink with me."
Wow.
And I didn't want to.
So you got held down at a bachelorette party?
Yes.
And something forcibly put in your mouth?
Attempted, yes.
Attempted, it didn't work?
No. Anyways.
You've always got teeth, so.
That's right. Anyways, you sicko.
Yeah, I'm the one that brought this up.
You're the one who made it dirty.
Yeah, why would it sound dirty?
Shut up.
Okay.
In the meantime, we've got the boys back home. And why are you looking at me? God, I wish you guys could see the look on his fucking face right now. What? Stop it.
You told me to shut up, so I'm not talking.
Oh my God.
Why are we going to the boys now? We're not done with the girls. You want to go to the boys and then wrap it all up?
All right, we'll go to the girls. Jackie. What?
Don't sound so enthused about it.
Well, I mean, you derailed me.
Yeah, they want to know. They want to know what happened. They want to know what happened after she was offered cocaine by Babette.
She went back to her room, but she didn't do it.
With a whole gram.
So Kelly was super happy and proud of her, and she said, no matter what happens, at least I've got a beautiful baby out of this, and, maybe Mel and I'll work it out. Fuck that. That
dude, that Mr. Potato Head looking dude,
right,
is not attractive enough to get multiple women. Like,
he's rich.
Why would he ever think of... Oh, I guess that's true. I guess that does allow him to cheat on whoever he wants to.
Unfortunately, it really, gets the whores to
that's right.
Open up. So
yeah, I'm the one that makes everything dirty.
We're talking about cheating.
That is essentially the end of. Yeah, but I didn't use the phrase that gets the whores to open up. So. That essentially does end the female storyline, though.
Yeah.
Of the episode. Brenda and Kelly say something like, "We're not going to let Dylan come between us."
But they will. I'm sure.
Brenda says to Kelly, "You'll come between us."
Wow. I got visuals with that and everything.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Now you have seen a pornographic film.
In my head.
Yeah. The boys.
Dylan. Oh, Brandon.
Yes.
Is becoming a gambling addict.
Yes,
Speaking of addictions.
They are carrying that over from last episode, and he is definitely... This dude's betting on sporting events, and then this bookie comes to Nats, and he's like, oh, just roll it over to the next bet.
Yeah.
I'm playing with your money now, you motherfucker.
What does that even mean, I'm playing with your money
You might
now?
as well pull out a knife and hold it to the guy's throat and be like, what are you going to do? You're a bookie in California. You're not going to do shit.
Wow.
Well, he's going to get the shit beat out of him or something. No, what he means is, let's say that Brandon bet, I don't know, $100 on a game, right? Mm-hmm. And then he won, and he got $200. Now he's betting that $200. So essentially, it's not all this guy's money, but essentially he's betting with his money now.
Right, okay.
Because the guy had to pay him because Brandon won.
Okay.
What's funny, too, is it's like he's acting like and they do this in movies and shit all the time. He's acting like this bookie has a personal stake in this. As if the bookie, like, because Brandon bet on the Knicks or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And it's as if the bookie came up to him and he's like, the Knicks are never going to fucking win, you moron. I'll take that bet. That's not how bookies work.
Right.
Bookies collect bets from a bunch of people. Mm-hmm. So there's a whole group of people that said the Knicks weren't going to win. And then Brandon was on the side of the people that said the Knicks were going to win. And what the bookie does is he balances the money to where it's about even. Where about as much money is being bet against the Knicks as is being bet on the Knicks. And then he takes a commission from every bet that he pays out. If you lose, you don't pay a commission. You just lose your money. If you win, you pay what's called a VIG, which is like 5% or something like that commission. So you don't win exactly double. You win what you bet. You win double minus 5%, basically.
Okay.
And the bookie collects that money because he's providing this service. And that's how a bookie gets paid. So he doesn't give a fuck that Brandon won, and it's not his money. It's some other schmuck that bet against the Knicks' money.
Right. Well, it's Nat's money.
No, Nat bet on something else, Memorial or something like that, some high school.
Oh.
Nat might have a problem, too. Nat's betting on a high school basketball game.
Weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
But, I mean, it was physically Nat's money because Nat paid the guy, and then the guy was like, just give it to Brandon.
Yeah, give it to your protege.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Eventually, he's going to have to get hurt.
That's going to come to a head at some point.
So we got that going on with Brandon, and he was just weird. He had a weird energy the whole episode.
Didn't we watch an episode where Dylan was betting on pool and Brandon stopped him because betting was so wrong or whatever? Like Brandon saved his ass?
Well, he saved his ass, but wasn't he drinking, or he was just betting a lot of money? Or...
I guess it was the drinking too, yeah. But I feel like gambling was part of that in some way.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, I feel like that was part of it, the issue too.
But, this all started, too, with, like, the stock market, and then Nat took them to the horse race. I mean, like, there's been a lot of gambling this show.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
One of these writers has a problem with gambling.
Right?
He's working through things.
I've never been to a horse race. Have you?
Yes, I've been to one horse race. And one time, I didn't go to this race because this was before I was born, but my dad always tells a story. He and my mom went to the track and she bet on this horse. And they're coming down the line. It's like a few yards to go. And her horse is in the lead. And then they're watching. They both physically see the jockey pull back on the reins slightly to stop the horse. And then the one that was in second place vaulted ahead and won.
Oh, no.
And my mom was like, why did he do that? What's going on? And my dad goes, wasn't his day to win.
Wow.
Because it's pretty... I don't know this for a fact, but it's a lot of horse races are pretty rigged.
That's awful.
Because there's mob money that flows through there and shit like that. So, especially because I think this was like in the 60s, late 60s, maybe early 70s, especially in that time. So,
yeah, I'd be pretty damn pissed.
I don't bet on horses. Like I said, I went to the track once. I've never actually placed a bet on a horse race in my life. Okay. And I don't know if it was that story or what, but I've just never been interested in betting on horses. Don't know much about it. Don't know how I know there are people that handicap horse racing and stuff like that, and they're supposed to be really good at it, but never interested me.
Definitely doesn't interest me either. Like, none of it does.
I like poker.
Yeah, I like blackjack and, the slots, and that's it.
I don't like the slots.
I don't love the slots either. They're kind of boring.
I like blackjack, roulette.
Roulette's okay.
Craps is all right, but craps can be boring too. Craps is one of those games where it's like you go in with $1,000 and you either play for 3 hours and you win like $5,000, or you lose your $1,000 in 3.5 minutes. That's basically how craps goes.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
So, Steve wants to go to some party.
Wait, what?
Sorry.
It's not even late at night.
It's
you have
not.
No excuse.
Steve wants to go to some party.
Do you think people want to hear you yawn?
Yes.
No, you're probably right. But go ahead.
Steve.
Yeah.
Wants to go to a party.
In the Palisades, I believe it says?
Where he says that they make you leave if you're not a babe by the time you're 16. What the fuck? He is such a chauvinist. So,
where do they send him? The Valley?
Right?
Go live with the troglodytes in the Valley.
So, Dylan says no because the last thing that he needs is more women in his life.
Which he is correct. His entire episode, he's sitting in the Peach Pit trying to decide between Kelly and Brenda.
Right. Brandon says no because he has to watch the game because he has money on it like an ass.
I would rather watch the game than have sex.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then David says no because his girlfriend is gone and he's got to, do all that schoolwork.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's basically the whole storyline with David is he's just doing homework throughout. And
Steve's storyline is he wants to go to this party and then
that's it.
He fucks off and never comes back for the rest of the episode.
Yeah. And then Dylan, like Mark said, is sitting there trying to figure out what to do about Kelly and Brenda.
I should say this is a rare episode that really focuses on the adults. And
Yeah.
I'm not sure, there can't be a lot of adults watching the show.
Right. So while he's thinking about Kelly and Brenda, he's imagining what life will be like if he married them. He's playing the same song on the jukebox over and over
What song
and
was
over.
that?
I don't know. Some fucking 50s James Dean bullshit song.
Right.
Like, I swear to God, he is actually 60 years old.
So in his visions, first vision married to Brenda, second vision married to Kelly, he's got like gray hair and a mustache.
Yeah.
And he somehow looks younger. I don't understand that.
It's weird. But apparently he thinks that if he marries Brenda, they're going to have a ton of children.
I believe the count was 6. Well,
if you count the one in her stomach.
5 and then, one gestating.
And then with Kelly, there were no children, but they were broke because she spent all their money.
Yeah, that's pretty... That's what he thinks of these women. That Brenda is all about family, and she's just going to want to pop out kid after kid after kid. By the way, you think Brenda's vagina's up for this fantasy? By the way, because that's a lot of kids.
That is a lot, yes.
And Kelly is just obsessed with money and buying stuff.
Yeah, that's very superficial on both accounts.
And then he gives... I think he's leaning towards Brenda, because in the Kelly fantasy, he gives her a necklace to offset the fact that they're broke.
Yeah.
It's like, I know you'd be upset that we were broke, so I bought this necklace.
Yeah, it was so stupid.
And she's like, it's an emerald. That's
Brenda's.
That's Brenda's birthstone.
Yeah.
You're still hung up on Brenda. But Kelly didn't really enter into the Brenda fantasy.
That's true. Good point.
He was just harried because, hell, anyone would be with 5 children.
Oh my God. It looked like a nightmare.
I think they had twin girls, twin boys. They were both... Hell, they didn't think about it. They were both twins because she's a twin.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They had twin girl. He had twin girls that he was carrying in with him. Twin boys were fighting with each other. And then she had one single baby, and she was pregnant with another one.
Or 2.
Yeah, could be.
Their stomach was pretty big.
Do you think that happens? I don't think twins... Doesn't it skip a generation or something like that?
I don't know. I don't know if it skips a generation. I know it's hereditary. Like, for her and Brandon...
My grandfather was one of 3.
It would be much more likely. Yeah. Go ahead. Tell your story.
I was just going to say good luck.
But for Brenda, it would be much more likely for her to have twins because the kind of twins they are, paternal twins, it means that her
twins?
Fraternal?
Isn't it fraternal?
Fraternal, okay. Not identical. The mom released 2 eggs.
Yeah.
Which that would get passed down, to a girl. So
that's true.
Anyways, that's a little messed up. I hope that doesn't happen.
No, we'll see. I assume we'll see if she ever has kids.
Jim.
This is the one I want to talk about the most.
He is, now explain, I don't even understand this. He has a client who is a psychologist who wrote a book. Jim's an accountant. What does the book that he wrote have to do with anything?
I don't think it has to do with anything. He's just managing this dude's money.
Yeah, so...
But he was saying that he wrote this book, and... what's her name? What's her name again? Jackie? Is that her name?
The Kelly's mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Kelly's mom, yes. Jackie says, it's a great book. Every housewife should read it. So Cindy ends up picking up a copy.
Right.
The secretary's back.
Yep. Yeah, I know you've been waiting for this.
We didn't...
Is she as beautiful as you remember?
I didn't think she was that beautiful, to be honest.
Well, you sure want to see her again.
I wanted this storyline resolved, which it is. And so he's talking to the guy about his book and everything. And the secretary comes in. And he's like, I don't know how you get a thinking done here, Walsh.
Right.
And he goes, I really don't. And he starts to and the guy that prods him to open up acts like a total dick.
Yeah.
Because the whole time that Jim's talking, he looks like he's bored and everything. And he goes, well, why don't you make an appointment in my office?
Yeah, what the fuck? That is, wow, just so insulting.
And he's like, but for now, here's my book.
Yeah, I didn't really want to talk to you, asshole.
Right. So that's why he starts reading the book, because he gives him the book.
Yeah.
That really doesn't have anything to do with what he's doing for him.
But he does admit to this douchebag that he thinks about her all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jim, not cool.
No, Jim's lusting after a younger woman.
I don't like it.
And someone said, I think maybe Jackie, or no, Cindy said in the book it says that 66% of men think about running away with a younger woman or something like that, married men.
Running away with?
Well, what did it say?
I thought it just meant cheating, but...
Okay, whatever.
With a younger woman. And like I said, I think it's probably even more. Probably 80 or 90%. I think most guys have a really healthy fantasy life.
But about cheating when they're married?
It's just fantasy, though. Not actually cheating. The number of guys... I would think the number of guys who cheat would be closer to 66%. The number of guys who think about cheating.
You think 2/3 of all guys cheat? That seems very high. I think that's a media influenced idea that there's that many people that cheat, because it's depicted in movies and TV and stuff like that, because it's drama for people to cheat. I think it's under 50%.
Well, here's the thing, though. More than 50% of marriages end in divorce, right?
I don't know about that.
And you got to assume that not every marriage where there's cheating ends in divorce.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever fantasized about cheating?
Ever?
Yeah.
Sure.
Wow.
Haven't you?
Have you ever fantasized about cheating on me?
No. But haven't you? I mean, isn't that normal to be with somebody and think about somebody else sometimes?
I guess.
You guess, so yes, you have.
Not with you.
Okay, but you have.
Maybe.
So it's normal.
I guess.
So don't vilify it. It's just thoughts.
All right.
But for Jim, it seems like thoughts want to lead to actions more than they should.
He's borderline obsessed.
Yeah. And
she's not even dressing hot in this episode.
No, she doesn't dress up at all.
No.
She's got, maybe she knows he's been leering at her and she
I don't know.
tightened up the wardrobe.
Right.
But
let me move to my school marm section of my closet here.
But at the end of the episode, she walks in and she's like, I've been thinking about you all morning, and I know this is really inappropriate. And you're thinking, like, she's going to say something off. She's going to say something else. But she's like, I really want to, have an affair with you, and, like, hops in his lap. And then I'm like, yeah, it's got to be a fantasy, which it is. Yeah. But apparently, he has psychic abilities.
Yeah, I was going to say, this... If I was Jim, this is what would concern me more than anything else. Is he has this fantasy, and then, like, he pictures her, what she's wearing, all this stuff and everything, and all the stuff that she's saying, and then she walks in and she's wearing what he pictured
and says the exact same things,
except for at the end.
Yeah,
but yeah, like, what the fuck? How did you picture exactly what she was wearing, Jim?
Right. And how did you know she was going to walk in and be like, I'm sorry I'm early, but, and blah, 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 and the exact same words?
How did you know she was going to be early?
Yeah. But it turns out...
Why don't you help your kid gamble on sports if you can see this stuff?
But it turns out that her boyfriend proposed to her, and he needs to find a new secretary because she's going to be moving to Florida and getting married.
Florida. I'm going as far away from you in the continental United States as I can, Jim.
Yeah. So no more Dottie.
Nope, she's gone now.
But Cindy was very worried the whole episode. She called, and Dottie was so nice to her when she called, and, like, happy to hear from her. And Cindy's, like, thinking to herself, like, bitch, whatever.
Wouldn't you, though?
I guess.
Like, if I had a really hot secretary for some reason.
Well, I wouldn't be okay with that, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if she was super nice to you. Even if there was nothing going on.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it.
Yeah, exactly. You would never be friends with her.
No.
But what I thought was going to happen is I thought that, because the whole episode's Jim struggling with these feelings. And I thought what was going to happen was he was going to see, they were going to come home and he was going to see the way that Mel's cheating blew up their family. And he was going to be like, oh, I can't think of this as some dumb fantasy. This isn't real. I don't want this. And I thought that he was going to actually have a change. But instead, it just he doesn't have to change as a person. He doesn't have to learn any lesson from lusting after this younger woman. It just solves itself.
Right.
She just leaves from his life.
And then, because...
What if she'd wanted to have an affair?
Right, because they were kissing and stuff in his head. Like, It's not like he turned her down.
No.
And, then, because she's leaving, he calls and tells Cindy he loves her. That was a dick move. I mean, I know it made her feel better or whatever, but to be inspired only because your opportunity to cheat is gone?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that doesn't make me think, oh, Jim learned a lesson or Jim's a good guy.
No.
That's like, oh, Jim missed out on an opportunity to fuck a younger woman.
I do feel like she was flirting with him.
I guess.
A little. Not a lot. Like, maybe she didn't really mean it. Maybe she wouldn't really do anything, but...
Because she was like, oh, this is my personal favorite Chinese food. Or, wow, you can do math really well in your head.
Yeah, well, he said, you should have seen me in my prime.
Nothing wets panties faster than, to doing division in your head.
Right? But he's like, you should have seen me in my prime. And she's like, as far as I can tell, I am seeing you in your prime. Or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely gin up her dialogue to make it seem like she's flirting.
Yeah. So, I don't know. She's a little hussy. Whatever.
She didn't do anything.
She didn't do anything.
You still think she's a hussy. She didn't. All she did was be a good secretary and be attractive.
And flirt.
You think she's flirting.
To tell him that he's still in his prime is flirty.
Maybe she's just being nice.
I guess.
Maybe she thinks of him like a dad. So she thinks that, there's like, that doesn't sound flirty to her at all. That just sounds complimentary. Like she wants him to feel good because that's how she looks at him, like a father figure.
Oh, maybe. But there were so many looks, too.
Well, I mean, yes. That, I think, is just I think that's the directors and the writers of the episode just fucking with us, but... Yeah,
but... It's looking at it
I guess
as reality.
We have to take it as whatever.
Yeah, take it the way they present it.
Right.
Anyway, she's gone, so it doesn't matter.
She's got a boyfriend.
A fiance.
Yeah, a fiance now. So, but I don't know. I don't think she really was flirting.
Yeah.
It looked like that, but I don't think that's what it was. And who knows? Like, are we seeing things through Jim's eyes when she does that? So how reliable is what we're seeing?
Good point.
You know?
Could be an unreliable narrator.
Yeah, even though he's not exactly narrating, but yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine. Whatever.
No, that's good. That's good. That's good knowledge. What? I'm being serious.
Anyways, I think that's it.
No, there's one more thing.
There is? What? What am I forgetting?
This doesn't have anything to do with any storyline. It's just tacked on in the end for some reason. Dylan and Brandon, and I think Steve is back now from his horror party.
Yeah.
From Horror Island. And they're watching a game, and Dylan gets a call from someone. I don't know who.
Right.
Like, I don't know who this possibly could be. I guess maybe his mom? I don't know. Maybe that girlfriend of his dad's? I don't know, but somebody calls him and is like, turn on Channel 6. You need to see this. He turns on Channel 6, and they report that his dad... They're perfectly timed, by the way. Reports that his dad... And that's another thing. How? How is it perfectly timed? Wouldn't they have had to present the information in order for the person calling Dylan to know to tell him?
Yes.
But anyway, so it's perfectly timed for the anchor to say, this just in, what's his name, McKay, Dylan McKay, you know Dylan McKay from 90210? His dad, whose name I can't remember. Jack McKay is getting out of prison.
Yeah.
After serving only 2 years of a 400-year sentence.
10-year sentence.
He is getting out of prison, and it's mixed. The response is mixed from the public and the police and stuff. Yeah. That's what they say. But he's getting out of jail, and Brandon's like, "When did you tell us?" And he goes, "I didn't know." Like, read the room, Brandon. He just got a phone call and then snapped on Channel 6.
Right.
Why would you think he knew? You're just so obsessed with your sports betting.
Yeah, he was so mad because Dylan wanted to change the channel and there was a minute left in the game.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like crack for him.
Not good. None of it's good. I don't like that Jack's getting out of jail.
What do you think's going to happen with that? I mean, it seems like their relationship has begun to be repaired.
Yeah, but I feel like he's probably going to go back to his old ways when he's out of jail.
His old ways of swindling old women out of their money.
Of being a douchebag father.
Invest in this.
I don't know anything about the money.
Oh, you mean, we need to follow the money.
I don't really even know how Dylan still has money, because if his dad, swindled people out of money, shouldn't they just take his money?
I assume that was in his mother's name, maybe, because the mom and dad were divorced already.
Maybe, but
or maybe they did. Maybe they did. Maybe they did seize some of his money and property. Maybe they seized his property and liquidated it, and then paid off the investors what he swindled them out, and everything that's left got put in a trust for Dylan.
But is his dad going to want that money?
That's a potential for, and I was just thinking about that too. That's a potential for conflict, right, where Dylan has all of his dad's money, but it's Dylan's now. And what's that gonna, his dad's got to come hat in hand and be like, that also does seem weird too. If they did pay off what he swindled, then I understand while he's in prison it being in a conservatorship for Dylan, but after his dad gets out of jail, they don't, he just loses that money forever? That also seems weird too. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it. But I mean, we know he still had money in season 5 because he had it to lose.
Yes, he did. But his dad's gone, right? I mean,
I think his dad's dead.
Spoiling for us, but I think his dad's gone.
So I don't know. Maybe his dad's going to take the money back, and then when he dies, Dylan gets it again. I don't know. Maybe
his dad runs afoul of the mob. Maybe that's part of the reason why he gets let out of jail early. Maybe there's something going on. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that's probably for the next episode in 2 seasons.
Right.
But anyway, that is our episode for the week. Why don't you go to... Remember, my friend created that new website called patreon.com/retrolatefee. Why don't you check that out? Maybe you want to become a member and pay us some money. Give us some money for what we're giving you here, and maybe you'll get some extra stuff out of it.
Bonus stuff, yeah.
That's right. What else? What else should they do, Carol?
Write to us at latefee1994@AOL.com. Mm-hmm. Visit our website at www.retrolatefee.com. Mm-hmm. And tell your friends.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.